All right, so we wake up this morning and what do we see at the bottom of our stairs? A little step for our steps. And I wasn't sure if somebody put it there on accident, like somebody ordered it and they delivered to the wrong space. So wasn't quite sure. So I came outside and looked around, and a lot of the spaces have the exact same one. And then we went and figured out, hey, the RV park delivered them and put them here on our spots. Because for those of you guys that saw our review of this RV park, Valley View in Layton, you know it is very uneven. There is a huge hill from top to bottom. Last year I went and I even measured it, and this year I measured it again, and there's actually a 5-inch downslope from the work side of the RV to the patio side of the RV. And I'm not talking about the width of the patio, I'm talking about from one side of the RV to this side of the RV, it slopes 5.5 inches. I mean, so that's pretty epic. If you look here, you can kind of see how we've got our RV stack pads put down. We have to have 3 stack pads on the patio side of the RV and nothing on the other side in order to level it off. So, I mean, this RV park, you know, like we've said in the past, is pretty unlevel, but I think they're doing everything they can to try to help the situation. I know after we stayed here last year, they had a company come in and try to level off the spaces using a couple different techniques, and apparently that didn't work. You could see where they kind of painted this black line right here along the concrete, and now from the driveway to our little patio area, there is a little bit of a drop off, but apparently the whole leveling didn't take. So hey, it is what it is. I give them all the credit in the world for doing things to try to help out. And I even noticed in our spot next to us is empty right now. They have one of those step blocks sitting there waiting for the next person, and they've got a whole bunch of wood sitting there ready to go in case somebody needs wood to level off. So even though the spots aren't level and they can't really fix them, this RV park, they're doing a lot to kind of help the situation, and totally commend them. You know, super happy here. Look what Larika's doing again.
Always. Taking off the green. Actually, the pink I actually got a pedicure in Arizona. Oh, don't touch it. Don't look at them. They're so ugly.
Oh, okay.
But it's coming off. It's been over a month, so.
You doing both of them?
Yeah. So we're gonna redo them. That's what I do.
All right, so obviously you watch all our videos, you know that we have our flags on the front of the RV probably at least 350 days out of the year. The only reason we ever don't have them up is due to weather. And unfortunately, our American flag right now is really tattered. It gets caught up on the pole and it ripped. And the other night when we had that big hailstorm when we were hiking, we came back and it was pretty much shot. So, Amazon, new American flag. So we're gonna swap it out real quick. Now, for those of you that don't know, you can't just throw an old American flag away. Proper procedure and etiquette says that it has to be disposed of properly. So one thing that we always do, and every time we've had to change our flags, is we take our old American flags over to the local Elks Lodge, and they will take care of it and they will dispose of it properly as accordance to US flag code. So that's something that we're going to be doing with this. We're going to go to the local Elks Lodge here in the next few weeks. I'm sure we always go to the Elks Lodges when we're in different locations, and we'll drop this off and give it a proper disposal. All right. Nice new flag in our flag holder, and closest thing we have to an actual flag light is we turn on our front cap lights at night to keep it illuminated. We do take them down at night because of the wind and everything else. Where we are here in Utah, it gets pretty windy, and this is our bedroom right here, so we tend to hear the flags whipping around at night. So there you go. Remember, proper flag etiquette, proper flag disposal.
I have hiking boots, and they don't go all the way up. But I want tennies because they're lighter when we go hiking. And so I'm trying on different hiking. I'm sticking with the Merrells, but then I also tried on some Hokas. I'm just trying to figure out what I like best. That's what we're doing. All right, we're gonna stick with the Merrells. I feel like, honestly, for the price, between the price of the Hokas and the price of the Merrells, the Hokas felt good, but they were a yellow, and I'm like hiking in that color. I mean, they do have a darker one. I don't know. I feel like the Merrells feel just as comfortable, and I'm very comfortable with Merrells. I'm super happy it's a tennis shoe versus a boot. I feel like it's lighter, so we're gonna go with that. Okay, so I found the Merrells in a different color, which I know is weird. And we were talking about the yellow, and this is a light shoe. But what I like about this is the material. You can't feel it, but you can wipe this off easily. I believe it's the same shoe as the gray one. The reason I would probably do this, if it feels the same, is because I already had that color, and I'm weird. I just want a different color in my shoes.
Well, we got a pretty epic rainstorm blowing through here in Layton today. Earlier today, Larica and I went for a bike ride like we, do several times a week, and checked the weather. It was 91 degrees. It said partly cloudy, no rain in the forecast for at least the next 10 days. So we thought, it's actually a kind of nice day because it's been pretty hot here. It's been upper 90s. There's a couple 100-degree forecast days here in Utah, which is kind of, a little on the warm side. Nothing that, we've been looking forward to, but it's better than back in Arizona or back in the East Coast with all the humidity. So we're like, we'll take it. So we go and do our bike ride and then run to the grocery store afterwards. And all of a sudden, the black clouds started rolling in. And we checked the forecast again when we got back here to the RV, and all of a sudden it says severe thunderstorm warning for the next hour, and it just started pouring. I mean, I'm sure you can hear it. Weather is crazy around the country. It absolutely is. Luckily, looking on the radar, it looks like it's a quick one, just kind of blowing through real quick. So, oh well. Guess we're just gonna sit here and wait it out. And I had already put everything away on the patio when I saw the black clouds. I figured just in case, put the chairs away and things like that. All right, that's enough of that because now I'm getting wet. Just opening up the door because of the wind. But yeah, pretty good rain, but we needed it. Cool off the temperatures.
I'm rethinking my hiking shoes. So I got some, but I wasn't completely sold on them because they still feel a little bootish. So I'm going to try different shoes and see if I like one that's more comfortable. And if that's the case, we'll take the other ones back and then get a new pair. You never can make decisions. All right, we're going to take back the other ones. I'm going to get the pink ones. They actually feel really good on. So that's the plan. And they are on sale. All right, good afternoon. We are headed out. Yesterday Kevin was out all day with my brother. I stayed in. I had a bunch of things I was doing, getting some stuff done, worked. But I have a little bit of cabin fever. So we are going to get out today and just go get a few things, go look around. We can't do anything outside. It's just too warm. It's supposed to come down this week. I'm going to get Kevin in here.
Yeah.
Come down, I'm saying high 80s.
Yes.
But we'll take it because...
Back to what we were used to and we're looking forward to being here in Utah.
Sort of. I still wish it was cooler, but it's okay. It's summer. It is what it is. So anyway, first on the stop, I'm going to go grab our Amazon.
So if you know us, you know Larica loves Ross. We have gone to Ross's all over the country.
Yeah, I like to browse. I like to see. You can find cheap things. You can find nothing. It doesn't really matter. I just like to see. And every Ross is different in every state and what they carry. So let's mark this down, actually on camera. I walked out with nothing.
Yes.
Did you buy anything today in Ross?
Kevin got a t-shirt.
Yeah, $10.
So
take it.
So I do believe this is probably our smallest ever trip to Ross.
That's not true. I've walked out of Ross empty-handed several times. It's just not as fun. But when they don't have anything I want, they don't have anything I want. So there you have it. Kevin got something today. I did not, although we are still going to another store. So.
And where are we going?
We're going to go, we have not been to this next place in a long time. We actually have one in Arizona, but I don't always make it there. I don't always love to go there. I have to be in the mood to go there. We are going to attempt IKEA today.
Yeah, so we didn't have anything else better to do today, so why not kill a few hours, take a drive down the freeway, and go check out an IKEA. So. Well,
and sometimes IKEAs are hit or miss for us. I feel like their prices have gone up, definitely, but you never know what you're going to find organizationally, and then sometimes like handy dandy things in the kitchen. So
yeah,
we're just going to go browse, and if we find something we don't, I do have a couple things I want to look at, so we'll see if they have anything that's there that's worth buying.
All right, let's go to IKEA. Oh my gosh, this place is a maze. You know when you're looking for like one thing and you get roped into walking through the maze and you don't know really where you're going, you're just following the sign and the sign.
Wrong.
Yeah, we chose wrong. If this was one of those choose your own adventure stories, we'd be dead.
No, but also we do that every time. We think
Yes.
we know because we want to go to specific places, not to necessarily see all of the compartments.
Yes.
And we choose wrong every single time.
Because does Kevin and Larika need to look at the bedroom sets and
No.
how to remodel your kitchen? No, we don't.
No, which on a side note though, I found my little trivets. And it comes in a pack of 3, and they're just kind of like that corky material.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I have to get these
Yeah, why are we getting more?
Because we don't have them anymore, because the mouse, said mouse, chewed through a bunch, and then I could not keep them. I was so grossed out.
So
here
we haven't
go.
had them in over a year?
Yeah, true.
The mouse was over a year ago.
I forgot about them until I saw them.
And I'm going to be honest with you. This is why Kevin likes coming to IKEA. The shopping carts drift like a race car. It's cool. All right, so one thing I wanted to show you guys, not sure if I ever talked about this with our Blue Technology water filtration system. You know, Blue Tech comes with the carrying case, you keep it in, and so many people, you see it online, they just have their filter sitting outside on the side of their RV, maybe sitting in the bag and everything else. Well, me being a retired cop and, you know, safety and security and pretty much out of sight, out of mind is kind of what I believe in. We went and did something a little bit different with our Blue Tech. We went ahead and bought a plastic tote, just big enough for the Blue Tech system and the bag. I cut a couple of holes out, one on each side for the hose to pass through, and that's where our Blue Tech system sits, underneath the RV, tucked under, out of the weather, out of the elements, and out of sight in a tub, protecting it from everything else. Big rainstorms, wind, things like that. We love it like this because then on travel days, all I have to do is take the top off, roll up the hoses, shove the hoses in there, and the whole thing is all packaged away, nice and neat. So something to think about if you have a Blue Tech water system. Yeah, just Walmart, a little tub, get one big enough that you want, slides right under, out of sight. Obviously, you know, there's the hoses coming in and out of it, that's one thing, but you don't have that blue bag right there that says Blue Tech on it and everything else. Kind of keeps it away and, you know, keeps it safe and secure. So, something to think about.